Hi, I'm Tamara Chilver, your learning coach. In today's segment, we are going to be learning about different ways to inspire your child to be a creative writer. And there's some teaching tools and secrets that I have used that I really would like to share with you. A lot of parents ask me what they can do for writing prompts for their children. And if you go online and you search the keywords writing prompts or story starters or like creative writing stories, words like those, you will be led to different sites that have free writing prompts. And I have used these over the years and printed them off with my children. But there's also a time where your child wants to be involved in selecting the writing prompts. And that's where we're going to be going into some more creative approaches where they can select, but also some different approaches that provide background information. And the first I'm going to share with you today is Kid Talk conversation cards. And I've used these. These are great conversation starters besides story starters. And with little kids, you can read the cards off. And what I love about these is they provide some background information and then they lead you to some questions to extend it. And a lot of times we miss that key part. We got to provide the background information to have our children write the story. And with my little kids, I just read it and they tell me out loud what's going on because I want to stimulate that writing process. Even though they're not writing with paper and pencil, yet I'm getting it going. Those creative juices flowing. And you can start these with your little kids. Now, these have all different topics, and they're really interesting. And the first one I'm just going to share with you to give you an idea what these are like says, Tootsie Rolls have been around for more than 100 years. They were invented in 1896 by candy maker Leo Hirschfeld. He named them after his young daughter, Tootsie. Then the questions they asked your child is, if you could invent a new candy, what ingredients would you use, and after whom would you name it? So that gives your child a chance to invent their own candy. What would they put in their candy? What would they name it? And they can write about this, or they can just talk to you about it if they're really young. It's a great way to get the writing going. Now, after they're writing really well, and they're writing pretty long stories, you can ask your child to use these story starters. And they're by Write Abouts and published by McDonald. And what is cool about these is each they provide a setting, a character, and a plot. And I know you can't read very well because the camera's set far back, but all these in this little category right here are all the settings. And then all different characters and all different plots. And for example, the setting that I just randomly turned to right now is a long time ago. And the character is a queen. And the plot of the story is the character loses something valuable. These are all tools for narrative creative story writing. Narrative writing is just another way of saying story writing. And every narrative writing piece has a setting, a character, and a plot. So this is a great way to teach the story elements and have your child just turn and find what they want to write about. Now I even use this with my high schooler. Still, it says grades 1 to 3 on it, but I use it on up. Again, if you have a child that cannot write stories yet, use these. And I use these with my kindergartner, and I used it with my 2 younger ones who are in preschool. I use these and they can tell me the story out loud just to prepare them for the writing process. Now for the older kids, they have one that has quotes. Has a quotation, a character, and a situation. So the quotation is for this one is, how could you do this to me? The character, said the mother or father. Situation, as he or she fell asleep. And my oldest son just used this last week for a writing assignment. He flipped through and found a combination that he really wanted to write about. And my last writing tool is just so hands-on and fun, and I'm such a hands-on learner and teacher. But these are called story cubes. And the blue ones are the character, the red is the plot, and the yellow is the setting. So I would have my children choose one of these die and roll it. And you've got Grandpa, and then roll again. At summer camp, And then roll again is angry. So Grandpa is angry at summer camp. And they would have to write a story. And say they say, oh, well, I just don't like Grandpa in the story. They can roll again and get something else this time. The woman is angry at summer camp, and they can write a story. And they're nice and foam. They don't scratch your glass tops or anything on your tables. But these are all creative ways to think of different writing prompts for your child when you get tired of just pulling them from the web or from a book, and you want it to be a little bit more engaging for your child. Now, I do not sell any of these products, but if you visit my website at teachingwithtlc.com, you can go to the resource page and enter the store, and I will link you to stores that sell these products. Just to make it easier for you, because I had to really search hard for some quality products that I really liked, and I want to make it a little easier for you. So if you are interested, you can go to my site and be linked to there. Also, if you just want some fun and creative teaching tips, visit my site at teachingwithtlc.com. And until next time, enjoy learning together as a family. Thank you.